Ready to go?
I guess so.
Okay.
Are we ready?
So what are we doing here?
We're blind tasting some wine.
Yes.
Wine 2,
Wine
August box.
two. August blind box. Okay. So
And it is a red.
she's a red. Oh, she's kind of a purple.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
She's red. Nope, she's purple.
Yeah. Fairly opaque as well, hey?
Yeah.
I can hardly see my hand going underneath it.
I don't know if I'd call it deep. I'd call it maybe medium. I can still kind of see through it.
Kind of.
The color doesn't quite go all the way to the edge.
That's true. Okay, I mean, I've seen darker wines.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, medium as far as intensity goes of color. We've got some fuchsia on the rim,
Just
and
a
some
little bit.
purple,
Yeah,
ruby
it's-
purple.
I'd say there's some sort of secondary color
Yeah.
in here, whether you want to go purple, fuchsia, but it definitely stains the glass.
Yeah, we do have some extraction in the tears.
Yeah.
So that color then coming from the grape skins, extraction being during the maceration process, they'll try and pull as much color out of the skins as they can to get that extraction. We've got some pretty moderate tears as well.
They got some hold to them.
Could have a New World wine here.
We could, yeah. See if we can get a little closer on the aromatics.
I feel like I'm gonna be batting 100 today.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm on.
This is the new thing.
Yeah. Baseball analogies?
Just switch the sport up every month.
Yeah. Okay.
It's red fruit, which is interesting.
And
You mean and?
spice and game.
Just wanna keep going.
So we've got a couple different shades here. Get a little aggressive on your swirl
A
there.
little bit. I missed my shirt though, so I'm okay with that.
So yeah, visibly we had some really bright, beautiful colors. Very, very reflective. Lots of ruby and purple.
Mm-hmm.
So that indicated to me that it could be a blend.
Yeah. Yeah.
The nose tells me this could be a blend.
Ah, spices, red fruit, gaminess. Okay.
Okay? Are you where I am with this?
I think so.
So I was thinking this could be GSM.
That's where I was going.
Yeah. So candied red fruit from the Grenache. Grenache is one of the thinner skinned grape varieties that's foiled us in the past. And it shows quite red in the glass, like a red ruby sort of color. And then the other components of GS&M is Syrah.
S for Syrah, yeah. So
Yeah.
Syrah always has this really nice pepperiness to it. Usually a blue fruit component, depending on how much is in here, which based on the little purple, that's a sign that there's some Syrah.
Triple reflections.
Yeah.
And then the M,
The M is the Mourvèdre. That's what brings the alcohol, brings the hurt.
a little bit of color as well. And some kind of like baking spice sort of character.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm getting all of these things in this glass.
Yeah, I think
So that's without even tasting it though yet. So we could be totally wrong,
we could be.
which we have been before.
Yeah. And if we start doing this, then usually that's where we end up. So.
Okay, so let's try and identify some specific aromas here just to taste along with everybody. Blueberries, for sure.
Yeah.
First thing I get is blueberries, which is a descriptor of Syrah.
I love blueberry.
Yeah. Black cherry.
I get more of a red cherry than a black cherry.
Okay.
But
Yeah. I mean,
tomatoes mild.
I think there's red and black fruit in here.
I think so as well.
Which is why we can differ on that.
No, it's one way only.
A little bit of vanilla,
So maybe some evidence of oak.
a kiss of oak,
Yeah.
Some plum, like some prune, some dried plum.
Dried plum, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe,
Is a prune a dried plum?
I
No.
don't think so.
I don't think so actually, yeah.
I
Because
don't.
prunes, they're a fresh prune.
Yeah, they're pretty, sometimes
They're
quite,
smaller.
They can be big though.
I think it's a plum. We're wine experts, not fruit experts.
A prune is a dried plum.
Oh, no.
Look at that.
Wow.
Huh,
Huh.
I didn't know that.
Not all plum species or varieties can be dried into prunes.
Okay, well that's good to know. I think it's the little ones. They're like this. Okay, so have we identified all there is to identify? Have we gotten everything we need to know from the aromas?
I mean, I think we've got the major ones. There
Yeah.
could be aroma stragglers in there that I don't think would help us any.
So as far as ripeness of fruit goes, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So warm to hot climate,
Yeah.
somewhere in there.
And so a couple places that are really common for the GSM style blends is Southern Rhone. And so Southern Rhone is very hot Mediterranean climate. They get a lot of reflection off of the stony soils there, which makes the grapes very ripe.
Yeah. Very right.
Breezes there are what cool down the grapes. Breezes, mistral winds.
I was gonna say more like a hurricane.
Yeah, can get up to 90 kilometers an hour, the wind that comes down through the Rhone Valley. But once it hits the south, it's not quite as strong as it is in the northern.
Yes.
So we'll be able to taste acidity when we taste it.
Yeah.
If this could be something from the Rhone Valley.
Yeah. And if it's potentially a New World GSM, I would say probably Australia if it were to be. Hard to say until we taste it, but we'll see. Something like that, I mean, that's going to have a lot more alcohol to it.
Yes.
Right? Because way hotter in that area, depending on the area.
Yeah.
And that's gonna tell us in the wine when we taste it.
Yeah, so that's what we're looking for. Okay, let's have a taste.
Right.
Just got some tannins.
First thing I noticed. Ooh, fuzzy jackets are on.
Sweaters. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, the acidity is there. I get quite a bit of acidity,
Yeah.
which is nice.
It's a much bigger mouthful than I was expecting, to be honest.
Yeah, it's very structured. Yeah, there's definitely a lot going on.
Long finish.
It's exactly the pruniness on
Yeah.
the finish. It's like black pepper and prune,
Yeah.
which is an interesting
Yeah.
combination.
I think that like Syrah is really coming forward on this wine for
I
me,
think it is as well. Maybe this is a SGM,
which would be less common,
which would be less common. But
especially in the southern realm.
yes. Yeah, usually Grenache is the dominant, right?
Yeah. So tannins are there. Oak is there. That oak is tripping me up a little bit.
But I think I'm also getting a little bit of herbaceousness, like some bay leaf, I don't know, oregano
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh, oregano, fresh oregano, yeah.
Which to me, that this is like a signal that Australia is out.
Yeah.
I don't think that it has that structure, the aroma, the flavor. I think this is old world. I think that we were kind of right starting with it. I think that GSM, Rhone Valley, I think this is kind of the stepping stone of where we're going here.
I
Unless
agree.
you can think of another place that
I mean, it could be so many things.
could be anything. It always can be anything.
What about a Rioja? Maybe that oak could be a Rioja.
A Rioja, huh? A Rioja. I don't know.
Grenache.
Usually, well, I guess it could be a Grenache. I was gonna say
Grenache Tempranillo, American oak.
it usually doesn't have a purple hint or tint or fuchsia to it though. The ones I've tasted anyways. Like, I mean, anything's possible.
I know. You want to split the difference on this one? Hopefully one of us is right.
It's gonna be you. Let's see.
It's just the oak that,
No, I know, it's throwing me off too.
yeah, that doesn't tell me that this is a Rhone.
Yeah, because usually the grape flavors overpower whatever is in there.
I mean, huge amount of ageability.
Yeah. But that's why it may not be a Rioja, it could be Spain,
Yeah.
because Rioja is usually pre-aged, right?
That's true, but it could be,
Could be young.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, really close proximity-wise, Spain and France, right? You're gonna have kind of similar climates in the Rhone as you are in Spain. It's just that oak, to me, that's making me lean.
Big tannin, oak, a little bit of that herbaceousness.
I'm going Rioja.
I don't know if I go Rioja, I think Spain. I think Spanish Garnacha, maybe.
It's not dusty like
No, I
classic
know.
Rioja. I think it's like a modern style Rioja.
Could be.
Are we ready?
I think that we're in agreement that this is Spain.
Oh, I thought you were going Rhone.
Nope,
No?
I think this is Spain. That last sip,
Alcohol percentage? What do you think?
I think it's high. I think it's somewhere around 14, 13.5, 14, maybe higher.
So you get alcohol percentage based on the sensation of like that burning alcohol feeling on the top of your tongue, which is kind of a little more challenging on this because there is quite a bit of tannin in this wine. Quite a
Yeah,
bit
and
of
it's hard to
tannin structure.
differentiate between the two.
It's quite a mouthful. Yeah, I think 13.5.
Somewhere.
13.5. There could be an extra 0.5% hiding in there.
There could be, yeah.
Should we find out what it is?
I think it's time.
Okay. Your turn on the reveal.
Okay. Look at that, Ribera del Duero.
Ribera del Duero.
Tempranillo. So
GTFO.
yeah, so I mean, I think that we were close because I mean it's still Tempranillo, right?
Yeah.
Same thing they do in
I
Rioja.
think there's Grenache in there too.
14.5 on that. There you go.
I knew there was some extra hiding in there. Okay, so it is Tempranillo. It's not Grenache whatsoever.
Yeah.
Ribera del Duero. So close in proximity and sort of stylistically very different.
Yeah.
Usually more muscular.
It's very
Yeah,
evident now.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know why my mind didn't even consider Ribera del Duero. I was just like, Rioja, American Oak, done. That's it.
See, and that's what happens. You get tunnel vision, right?
Yeah.
You just totally go for, it's like, that has to be it.
Yeah.
So, no, I think this is a great wine. It's muscular.
It's muscular.
It's much more, yeah. And I think that's what originally maybe threw both of us off with the Rhone Valley, is that we were looking for that. And like, oh yeah, it's going to be Rhone because of all these things we already saw.
Yeah,
Right? So,
yeah. But then once you get it in your mouth, right, you have to take everything into consideration.
Yeah.
And then come to a conclusion. So that was kind of interesting how that happened. I'm glad that we both ended up in Spain.
Yeah, it's close, right?
Yeah.
Spain's a small place.
Super long finish on this wine.
It's delicious.
Yeah,
Keeps
it's
going.
really good.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see you guys on wine number 3.
Number 3.